Good afternoon, everybody. Now, I'd say it's almost morning though. It's about 10 in the morning. It's pretty sunny right now. I just was kind of giving you guys an update on these plants. They got a little bit starved over the week while I was gone. But I gave them water immediately as soon as I came home with some vitamin B1. And it brings them right back to life, you know. If their roots haven't died, they can still produce the plant. They can still come out of it. Some of them got a little bit burnt right here. This one might not survive. But overall, most of them looked worse than this, you know, and they all came back. So anyways, I got the different kinds. These are all basils right here. I got the licorice and the Sinyama and lemon family, pearl, purple pearl, Thai holly. None of the Thai hollies really came up for me. I don't know what happened with that. But I kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of what I do. I have a spoon, and I just put them all in the rows like that, and I can just kind of pick it up. I put this this grow cloth. It's they use it on the highways. You know, they just throw it on the highway, and then they can just spray seed on it, and then just water it, and it grows right out of it. It can stimulate soil without having soil. And they make pots out of it. Geopod is one of them. Smart Pot has another one. You can also just buy the material and make them yourself if you're into sewing or if you have a good machine. You can also just build a box and put them inside the box, you know, and that'll help also stimulate, just in case the roots do get to the bottom. It'll like continue the growth instead of it just trying either growing right through the pot into the ground or just bounding up, you know. And you want it to just grow and grow and grow. So this cloth is good. I put it in the bottom of these like pots right here so it can hold it. But then also when it's like coming out, you know, it's like I can almost just peel off the roots, you know, and I soak it down. So when I take it apart, you know, they're just like almost there. It's like pretty easy to separate, you know. So I'll just kind of work it down. I don't want to ruin too much of the roots, so what I do is I just kind of gently massage the sides and you know, just kind of play with it a little bit. You're not putting any stress on it, and that'll help like separate the roots from each other without destroying the whole structure. And then once you have them, you know, I just normally take a little pile, and here, let me bring this in right here. I know, hopefully it doesn't blur. Hopefully you can see that. Let me cover it up. See the roots right there? So what I do is I kind of like cover, I'm doing this all one-handed, but I try to cover, you know, put the soil in between the roots, not just like bunch it up into like one section, you know, to just kind of like fill in the roots around it. And then that way it'll hold better, you know, and the roots will take off quicker. And then you can always add a little vitamin B1 to the soil around it to give it a little boost. You can also add like amendments, chicken manure, steer manure, horse manure, cow manure. I mean, chicken, you can do everything with it. You can even do your compost, you know, if you have like grasses or branches or whatever. If you just go to the bottom of that, those leaves have composted down, which are like high in nutrients and microorganisms. It'll help your like stimulate the growth of your soil and your plants all over. So let me put it back here. Kind of okay, I know that this thing is in the way right here. Sorry about that. I don't have a real base. I just do it all, find a good location, set up the camera, you know, so everybody can see. Now since this is basil, the plant's not going to get too big, so I mean you could pretty much do it like 4 to 6 inches. I like to do a little bit like 6 inches, just because mine tend to get a little bit bigger because I have these fabric pots that I was talking about, and they work wonders on your plants. I mean, you don't really have to even give them nutrients because as soon as the roots hit it, they just grow and grow and grow. So, like I said, I just slowly put soil around the roots. I kind of hold the plant up above the ground as I fill the soil in around the roots of the stalk. And then you think you want to kind of build a little bit of a mound on it so that like when the water does hit it, it doesn't soak the plant completely and it kind of holds the structure of it a little bit better. For me at least, I mean. It's nice to always plant plants high, you know? And so I want to just like, what I do is I'm just going to peel back and I'm going to probably try to put one kind on one side and another kind on another side, you know? And that way at least they're all together and I'll be able to sample the different types easier. You know, because you think you want to do a bunch. Each plant is going to be a bunch. You want them all in a group. You don't want to have to be guessing every time which one is which. Some of them get tough roots and they just grow right through, you know. If there's even a hole in it, you can just see the roots just, they have the ability. Look at this taproot on this plant. And if it had the chance, if I planted this in the ground and it had the right conditions and I wasn't worried about it see, it's been getting so hot though, that's why I'm like worried with the plants, because you know, when it's 100-degree weather, you have to make sure that they're wet all the time, and I don't really want to water them in the middle of the day if I can avoid it. So. Like ant territory. It's a vicious battle out here with the ants. They're like crawling up my leg right now. It's either an ant or a tick. You kind of get used to them though, you know? They're all part of the ecosystem for some reason, you know? If you believe that something created these plants, some sort of a life form, then how does that work? And you have to believe that something created all the animals too. Right? Where did these species come from? Is it just microorganisms changing? You know, adapting constantly? Is it aliens? I mean, is it God? Is it... I don't know about this God thing. I mean, I talked to some Mormons while I was out in Utah. And the ones actually in Idaho are kind of like they don't like really talk to you unless you're a Mormon. You know, and they get it out real quickly. Are you like to find out if you are a Mormon or not? It's kind of weird. But this guy was from Utah. He was super chill. I'm not gonna mention his name. But it's funny how everybody has different religions and how like different Mormons actually believe different things, I think, is from what I understood, which kind of blew me away because I didn't realize that like it had gone beyond this. Like Joseph Smith had like now other followers or whatnot, you know, and it's whatever helps suit your mind to help you be happy more in life, and you know, that's what it's really all about. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't even matter about like religion or anything like that. That's who makes the person, you know. Their actions should make the person, you know. It's like growing your own food. That shouldn't be against the law. And if the government is telling you that it is against the law, then there's something wrong with the people in the government, you know, and you need to like join with your community and get together and be like, wait a minute, this isn't all right, you know, and we know for a fact that this isn't all right, and there shouldn't be any reason that you make us do this stuff, you know. So, oh man, I just messed up. Yeah, I should just continue this one in a circle. Spiral. I'm gonna probably turn off this video. I know it's so interesting to watch me work. I'm listening to some classical music right now. The Fantasia. All my relatives liked it, and when I was younger, I didn't really understand why. But it's actually really relaxing, you know. It helps me calm down, and I don't know, kind of like leaves like a nice atmosphere. It's not like intense drumming or pounding or rhythm or beats, and even though I like that stuff when I'm trying to be motivated, but at the same time, you know, it's not really, look, huge. It's not always healthy, you know. I'm trying to figure out, these have also red stalks right here, but it's kind of got the same leaves as these. I guess maybe the back. Oh my god, this smells so fucking good. Dude, these things are like little sprouts and they smell so amazing. Holy man. Holy macaron! Holy macaron. So anyways, I got this irrigation thing set up so that I can just have it running automated. And then that way it's nice because I don't have to stress that it's not getting water, because I already know that it is, you know. So, but I kind of gotta work around the plants with it. Let's see. You know, like, you could get a chair, but I try to like stretch my body when I'm out here doing it. Maybe I can multitask to better my body as well. I make like a physical list, you know, I put on the wall, and just things that I want to do and things that I don't want to do. Like I was reading like caffeine, even inhaling the vapor of like the chemical caffeine is like deadly for human consumption, you know, to be around. And that just shows when you see it and as an ingredient in your food, and you don't think much of it. You're like, oh, caffeine, oh, whatever. You know, you don't realize that like it's actually in large quantities, it's unhealthy, you know. And everything is unhealthy. Well, not everything. There's healthy things. Anything in large amounts can be very unhealthy, you know. So you gotta give your body time to like compound it down, you know. Give it smaller amounts just more often instead of just larger amounts constantly. You know, your body can only absorb so much, the rest just gets expelled. Whereas like it would like to have some other stuff, some other nutrients besides this one type, you know. So I started this apple cider vinegar diet, and I haven't gone the full raw food vegetable like they talk about, which is pretty intense. But I've been drinking it Trying to drink it 5, 8 times a day. You know, drinking lots of water. Um, it's definitely helped out my breathing. Like my breathing, I can breathe so much better. It's awesome on your hair too, you know. And I spray it on my dogs. I give it to my dogs in their water. I don't even measure it. I just give them a little splash. They seem to love it, you know. I have a bucket of regular water. I have a bucket of apple cider vinegar water, but I only put a teaspoon, you know, every gallon about. You know, that's what I'm averaging. So you think a 5-gallon bucket, they're only getting a little splash, you know. For my roots, you don't really want to get them too exposed to the sun, but obviously this one got most of the roots. And this is the nutcracker. It really helps out with driving too, because you think all that like pounding and rhythm while you're driving, it kind of gets your endorphins pumping, you know. It gets you like, can get you aggressive, or it makes me aggressive at least. I mean, I try to listen to this and it's just oh, you want to cut me off? Oh, that's fine. No, I'm not in a hurry to get anywhere, thanks. I'm just more worried about my car. Driving down the highway, almost getting hit by crazy drunk drivers all trying to get home. So I just let them go by me. I'm in no hurry. I don't want to die, but let me live out on the street. And just don't hit my car so I can be on my way home very quickly. 'Cause you know what? It is sickly how everybody thinks and just tries to drive over them. Yeah, this could take a while for me to plant all these because I'm trying to work around this thing. I don't know. I need to do something. I want to lift it up. I think I'm going to have to do that. Just so it's not sitting in the, you know. I'll just temporarily put this here. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. It's California. Look at this purple cauliflower. I've been nibbling on it. That stimulates the growth. You do that and it starts growing more. And I like rip off the top and I don't eat it all at once. But you can't let it flower, you know. That's the whole point of eating it, is like what you're eating is the flower. You know, it's the bud of the flower. And once it gets to its flower, that's when it starts like producing pollen. You'll notice the difference in the taste. Like sometimes it starts itching my mouth, you know, and that's because it's got too much pollen already built up inside. Not that it doesn't help build your immune system up against it, but I mean it can be very like health-wise. I mean, I've noticed like my mouth itching and kind of hard to breathe after I eat it. So I kind of avoid it once it gets to the flower stage. You know, none of mine have really gotten to the flower stage yet. Like this one is about to get there, you know. I mean, you can't really tell until you eat it. This one tastes really sweet, so. But it's all this new growth. I didn't even kill them. I just cut them down, cut them back, and I let them grow. You know, give them some vitamin B1. They love that. So you can give that to them like every week. You can spray it on them. I mean, you want to watch out for the amount. You want to probably use half of what they say when you first spray it on them. Just so you can get an idea, watch your plants, see what they do. Not that you burn them or anything. But the foliar spray is like, you know, it's good. It's good for the plant as well. It can ingest a lot of nutrients, you know. So, anyways, to planting, spooning them out. This is my basil pot of life. Have a great day, everyone.